Hello, Cancer, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Cancer, today we're going to go over, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it, and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Cancer, let's get started. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw this energy come out here for you, Cancer, is I'm not looking back. I'm not looking back. I'm not looking back. It just kind of looks like you recently walked away from something and you're very determined to never go back or look back is basically what I'm getting. Currently at the moment, I love this yellow within your energy, which I love because I just recently got my nails painted yellow, but this yellow within your energy, absolutely love it. The color yellow for me anyways as a reader could definitely indicate happiness, as well as joy. And currently at the moment, you find yourself in a very, very good place, and you want to continue to keep it that way. I see you also too, like very, very focused on manifesting something in particular into fruition. And it's something that is going to bring a lot of abundance and stability into your life, hence why you're hyper focused on whatever this thing is that you're trying to manifest into fruition here for yourself. But I keep getting that you recently walked away from something. And now that you're no longer attached to whatever this thing is that you recently walked away from, it's like you feel 10 times lighter. It's as if you feel more at peace now that you're not attached to whatever this thing is. Okay. How does this person currently view this relationship with, I see, Cancer. Okay, so we got the Knight of Swords, we got the Eight of Wands, we also have the World to the King of Wands. Okay, we have the King of Wands to the World, to the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands. This energy is very interesting. It's an energy of like, oh, so you're done with me, Cancer? All right, cool. All right, bye. See you later. Wait. Are you sure you're done with me? Like, so you're really done with me? Like, okay, so you're really, really doing this, right? You're really doing this? Are you sure you're done with me? Like, I keep getting that coming from this person. It's like 1 minute, you think that this person's accepting the fact that you're done with them, and the next minute it's like they're giving you every reason to essentially feel like they're not actually done with you after all, because I keep getting that off of this energy. It's like, oh, you're done with me, Cancer? Oh, okay, all right, that's cool. No, don't worry about it. Like, it's all right, you'll never hear from me again. And then boom, they contact you 2.5 seconds later. So you're really done with me, Cancer? Like, you're really doing this? Like, you're serious about this? Like, you're seriously walking out of my life? Like, really? You're gonna really do this to me? Like, I am getting that. It's like this person's all over the place. Yeah, it's like this person's all over the place. It's like they don't know what to do with themselves. Now that you're walking away from them, it's like they don't know what the heck to do with themselves. How does Cancer currently feel? I mean, we know that you're feeling pretty damn good because you find yourself in a very good place, but how does Cancer currently feel? We have the Queen of Cups, we got the Five of Swords, and then we also have the Five of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Swords, and then we also have the Two of Swords. This decision that you chose to make to remove this person in particular, out of your life is a decision that you genuinely feel really, really good about. And it's mainly stemming from a place of you essentially feeling like, this person's never going to change. They're never going to change. They're never going to change. They're never going to change. And I just see you moving into a place of acceptance of that they're never going to change. Now, does it suck that, this person has continued to show you on several different occasions that they're not going to change? Yeah, it does suck. Absolutely. It really, really does suck, especially because this is somebody that you were, very emotionally attached to. So yeah, it does suck that you have to get up and walk away. It does suck that this person refuses to change, but you're just accepting that. You're just accepting that and deciding to move forward and move on with your life and leave this entire situation behind you. Don't get me wrong, I feel like you really wanted your relationship with this person to work out, but because this person continues to show you that, they don't want to change or they don't want things to improve between the two of you, you're just being forced to accept that and do what you got to do. How does this person currently feel? We have the Four of Swords. We got the Ten of Cups. And then we also have the Two of Pentacles out here. You know, it's interesting because at first this person was coming across to me as somebody who was kind of coming off like they were giving you a choice. Like, what do I mean by that? When I was looking into this person's energy, they were sitting in this energy of, okay, so you're done with me? You're done with me, Cancer? Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, don't worry. No, don't worry about it, Cancer. I'm just going to leave. It's okay. I'm just going to get up and go. Don't worry about me. You know what I mean? And then it's like 2.5 seconds later, this person's like, wait a minute. So you really leaving me? Like, you're really walking out of my life? Like, I don't know. They kind of came across to me as somebody who was like, you know, like leaving the ball in your court. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you decide, they're just going to instantly turn around and respect. So if you decide to remain with them, they'll respect that. If you decide to up and leave them, they'll respect that. But it kind of looks like they don't respect that. It kind of looks like this relationship between the two of you coming to an end is just simply not an option. It's just, it's not an option. It's weird because it kind of came across like, no, it is an option. Like if Cancer wants to leave me, they have every right to leave me and I will let them leave me. And if they want to stay with me, then they'll stay with me, you know, but the choice is Cancer's. It's entirely up to them. But it's like, yeah, it doesn't seem that way though. It doesn't seem that way. Because now they're falling into this energy of, all right, Cancer, you got two options. We're either going to make this work or we're going to make this work. You tell me though what you want to do. You know, it's like that's the option that they're giving you in the end. It's either we're going to make this work or we're going to make this work, Cancer. Because you deciding to up and leave them, yeah, that's just not an option. It's just not an option, to be honest. It's just not an option. They don't want to throw away everything that they've invested, you know, in you and this dynamic that they share with you. They just don't. They don't want to throw everything away. They don't want to throw it all away. They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't. So I don't, well, you know, I don't see this person just letting you walk out of their life. Sorry. I just don't see this person letting you walk out of their life. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. What actions will Cancer take towards this person or moving forward? We have the Five of Wands. We got the Ten of Swords. And then we also have the Six of Cups out here. And I was just about to say that, but I'm just like, you know what, let me get this out the way and then I'll clarify all of this. Now, I think that it really does confuse you, you know, Cancer, that they go from harnessing the energy of them, you know, caring less about whether or not you choose to stay and or go. Now, the reason why this person even did all of this was because they were coming from a place of, you know, anger and rage. And, you know, when we're angry, we say a lot of things that we don't necessarily mean. I feel like the main reason why this person was so angry with you is, you know, because they were basically perceiving you as somebody who is choosing to basically give up on them in this dynamic here between the two of you. Now, I get it. You have every reason to want to give up on this relationship and get up and walk away. You have every reason. You have legitimate reasons as to why you want to get up and walk away. And nobody's going to take that away from you, especially me. I'm definitely not going to do that to you. But you got to understand that they're looking at things from their perspective, not from your perspective. So from their perspective, they're looking at you like, so you're really going to like throw everything away, everything that we built together, Cancer, you're just going to throw it away and, you know, just toss it in the trash and just get up and walk away from me. And you're okay with that? You're okay with never seeing me ever again? You're really okay with that? Like, and that's kind of, you know, the reason why this person said the things that they said to you. Oh, you want to leave, Cancer? All right, bye. See you later. See you later. See you later. See you later. You know what I mean? It was stemming from a place of them just being really angry and upset with you for the reasons why I basically already mentioned. But I do see you very confused in the near future. Like, wait a minute, I don't understand. Because, you know, just a few minutes ago, this person was making it seem like they can honestly care less if I'm in their life or not. So I don't get it. What's this person's problem? What's this person's deal? You know, why are they trying to stop me now? You know? Well, they're trying to stop you now because they go from operating from a place of ego and pride to operating from a place of love and coming from a soul level. That's why. you really did trigger this person's ego the moment that you decided, that's it, I'm done, see you later, because I'm not doing this with you anymore. Like, you really did trigger this person's ego the moment you did that, and that's why they fell into that energy that they fell into as far as ego and pride is concerned, and that's why they said what they said to you. It was stemming from a place of ego, it was stemming from a place of pride, it was stemming from a place of anger and rage. But now that the dust has settled on their behalf, you know, now we see them operating from a soul level. Now we see them, you know, operating from a place of love. So I get the whole, like, why you're confused. I get it. I completely understand. And I was literally going to like say that, but I'm like, let me just get this out the way first. But yeah, that's basically why all of this is basically happening. What actions will this person take towards Cancer or moving forward? So we have the Ace of Pentacles, we got the King of Swords, and then we also have the Seven of Cups. Tell me, wait, before I say anything, tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we got the Eight of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. Moving forward, I do see this person wanting to fix things with you and make things right with you. However, this person feels like the things that they have done to fix things with you and or make things right with you just hasn't been working. I'm not entirely sure what that's all about, because when I look at you and your energy, it's like you're looking at them like, you see this person's not changing. They're not changing. They keep putting me through this. They keep doing this. They keep doing that. I'm going based off of their energy and what I'm basically seeing here, which just so happens to clash with you and your energy, okay? Something's obviously not adding up here, because the fact that your energy is clashing with their energy and your truth is clashing with their truth, obviously something's just not right here. As far as they're concerned, they feel that they have put forth the effort towards trying to fix or repair things here with you and make this relationship better, but for whatever reason, it just hasn't been working out. For whatever reason, it just hasn't, to the point where they don't really know what to do to actually improve things here between the two of you. All they do know is that they want to fix things with you and make things right with you and improve things here with you, but they at this point don't know what to do to fix things with you or make things right with you, because everything that they have done in the past that they thought will help the relationship, help the marriage, improve the relationship, improve the marriage, it just hasn't been working for whatever reason. So something's not right here, Cancer. Something's not right here, because I'm going to be very honest with you, because, you know, you already know me. If you've been with me for a while, you already know, like, I'm always going to be honest and transparent with you guys. I do believe that this person is definitely telling the truth, but I also believe that you're telling, you know, the truth here, you know, as well, okay? I just kind of feel like something's happening here. Something is happening here that isn't adding up to me anyways. It's just not adding up to me anyways. And honestly, the only thing that I can think of is this. The things that you've wanted this person to change about themselves or work on or whatever have you are things that they more than likely put in the work to actually change and or work on. Now, there's a possibility that even when this person was putting in the work to change and show you, you know what I mean, that they're not going to put you through this, that, and a third ever again, there's a possibility that you could have, not saying that you did, but you could have still walked around with the energy of, well, they're just going to turn around and do this to me again. They're just going to turn around and do that to me again. I just know it. I just know it, to the point where you treated them as if they're currently doing something behind your back, even though they're not. You're just kind of going based off of your history with this person. So maybe your history with this person has shown you time and time again that they're going to constantly do things behind your back and betray you and deceive you. So therefore, you're walking in this relationship as if they're currently betraying you and deceiving you, even though they're not. I'm really hoping that that makes sense. It's like the epitome of holding something over their head, and that something has a lot to do with things that they've put you through in the past, is basically what I'm gathering. So I don't know, like, I feel like this person has put in the work to show you that they've changed, or that they're willing to change, but I also feel like in the process of them trying to like prove to you that they've changed, you're still thinking that they haven't. That's the best thing that I can honestly come up with. Or let's just say, for example, they change one thing that you want them to change about themselves, and now you're over here like, oh, well, I don't like that you do this, and I don't like that you do that, causing them to feel like this relationship is just never going to get better between the two of you, because they turn around and fix one thing, and then you turn around and tell them, well, I don't like that you do this either. You see what I mean? To the point where they kind of feel like it's just like a never ending, like, vicious cycle here between the two of you. So that's the only thing, honestly, that I can think of that's playing out here, because I don't believe that you're lying, and I don't believe that they're lying. I do believe that this person has put in the work to show you that they've essentially are willing to change and do whatever it takes to make this relationship work. I believe them, but I also believe that there's been times where this person has given you every reason to not trust them. To think the things that you think, to feel the way that you feel. So listen, I don't know if that's what you're doing, where you see this person like putting in all this work to show you that they're, changing and willing to do whatever it takes to make this relationship work, and you're over here still thinking and treating them like they're not changing, or they're never gonna change, because, in the past, they would tell you that they're gonna change, but they never do. And now they're actually putting in the work to show you that they're willing to change. You're still doing that to them. Like, okay, then I can understand why they feel like everything that they are doing to make this better it just isn't working. I get that, I also understand too, if they're putting in the work to resolve one issue that you have, with them, and then you're bringing up another issue, why they kind of feel the way that they feel. I get that. I understand that, completely. I mean, I get where you're coming from, and I get where they're coming from, but like I said, something's not right here. Something's not adding up. And that's the only thing that I can think of that's happening in this dynamic here between the two of you, is basically what I already mentioned, to not sound like a broken record or anything like that. What's going to end up happening here between Cancer and this person? Three of Cups, you got the Fool to the Queen. Well, you guys are showing up as the King and the Queen of Wands, so then there's that. So then there's that. Despite everything, believe it or not, despite everything that's going on between the two of you, I just don't, I don't see you ever reaching this point of giving up on them, your relationship with them. And I just don't ever see them reaching this point with you where they find themselves giving up on you, and this dynamic that they share with you. I mean, you guys are showing up as the King and the Queen of Wands. I've seen these two break up temporarily, but never for good. I've never seen these two ever experience a permanent ending with one another. I've never seen it happen a day in my life, and I highly doubt today is going to be the day. It's still a mystery that I'm trying to solve. As to why it's like that with the King and the Queen of Wands. But, I just noticed with the King and the Queen of Wands, it's like, man, the King of Wands has a massive hold on the Queen of Wands, just like the Queen of Wands has a massive hold on the King of Wands. They just have a massive hold on one another. And yeah, they tend to experience, tough times within their relationship, with one another. Somebody in this equation always has far more patience than the other. I just feel like with you, Cancer, it's like, when it comes down to experiencing trying times or even hard times with this person, like, you're just that type of person that you're just like, oh my God, like, I just can't take this anymore. This is ridiculous. And I understand. I completely understand where you're coming from on that. Because at the end of the day, it's like, you just want to be happy. You just want to be at peace. You don't want to experience drama. You don't want to experience, dysfunction, arguments. You just want to be happy and at peace. You ain't asking for much, when it comes down to this person. But the reality of the situation is that you're in a relationship with this person, or you're married to them. So you're going to find yourself experiencing some trying times and hard times like that. At that point, it's inevitable. There is no avoiding that. There is no escaping that. But it's like the moment you experience hard times with this person, you're just like, you know what? I got to go because I can't do this. You know what I mean? I just can't do this. It's too much, and I get that. I mean, I understand. I understand completely where you're coming from on that. I don't know. Like, I just kind of feel like in a way, it does upset your person that, you know, you are very quick to like get up and go the moment things get hard and challenging between the two of you, and they're not like that with you. And I think that that does also like upset them, you know, too. But I feel like it has a lot to do with the fact that the moment something doesn't align to like what you truly want, desire, you're very quick to be like, all right, well, this is my cue to get up and go. See you later. Not really, you know, and they don't like that. They honestly don't like that about you. They don't like the fact that, you know, you're very quick to get up and walk away, because they're not like that with you, you know? And let's be honest, you know, I feel like this person, yes, has put you through a lot, but I feel like you put them through a lot as well. And they never, you know, from the looks of it, once got up and decided to ever give up on you in this dynamic that they share with you. They just don't want you to do that, you know, with them. They want you to be realistic when it comes down to this relationship between the two of you. There's going to be some really, really good times that you're going to experience with them, and there's going to be some really bad times. And, you know, they just want you to continue to love them, and stay by their side, even when things are challenging, even when things are hard, because they're like that with you, you know? But I get it, dude. I get it. It's like, you want what you want, man. Like, you want to be happy and you want to be at peace and you don't want to experience X, Y, and Z. And I get it. And it's like the moment something does not align to like you and what you want, you're very quick to be like, all right, well, I gotta go. I don't know what you're going to do. And I don't know what you're going to go. I don't know where you're going to go, but I know what I'm going to do and I know where I'm going to go. So I'll see you later. Not really, you know? Do I see the two of you actually breaking up for good? No. I think that the worst is going to happen here is that you guys are going to experience like a temporary separation, if that. You know, for the vast majority of you, you may not even experience a temporary separation from this person. The only reason why I say that is because this one over here, yeah, no. You ain't walking out of their life. No, you're not walking out of their life. They refuse to allow that to basically happen. It's like they go from, well, whatever you decide, Cancer, you know, if you want to leave, you can leave, but whatever you decide, it's like they go from giving you an option to like, oh, no, like, oh, so you thought I was serious back there. Yeah. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere, Cancer. I think that you guys are going to move past, though, whatever happened here between the two of you. I am definitely getting that. Y'all are going to move past it. Nobody's going anywhere. No one's going anywhere, you know, from the looks of it. Like I said, I've never seen the King and the Queen of Wands break up for good. You know, there's a huge possibility that, yeah, you could very well be dealing with your forever person, because that's the only thing that I can think of when it comes on to the King and the Queen of Wands is, you know, this is just going to be your forever person, you know, the person that you grow old with, and go to a nursing home with, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that I can think of, because I've never seen these two break up, you know, for good. I've seen them break up temporarily, but as far as permanently is concerned, I just never seen it happen a day in my life. And at this point, it's been 7 years and I've been waiting for these two to break up for good. And I've never seen these two ever break up for good. And that's the only thing that I can think of, is that maybe, just maybe, you're connecting with, you know, your forever person. And even though this person does things to dry hump your last nerve, I think that, you know, that I just think that the love that the two of you have for one another is just 10 times stronger, you know, than anyone that you guys have ever dealt with, you know, before. And this is why you guys keep choosing one another time and time again. Like, even though they give you 99 reasons to up and leave them, and even though you give them 99 reasons to up and leave you, it's like the love that you guys have for one another is just so intense and it's so strong that y'all can't stop choosing one another, no matter how bad or challenging things get between the two of you. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading.